3 minutes ago, Prince William stood outside Kensington Palace and dropped a bombshell that shook the British monarchy to its core. His words hit like thunder on a cold October night. Queen Camilla, the Queen Consort, is stepping back from all royal duties, effective immediately. It was a speech that lasted less than a minute, just 63 words, but it was enough to send shockwaves through Britain and beyond. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Tonight, we're diving into a royal reckoning that's left the world questioning, can the monarchy survive its own conscience? Grab a cup of tea, hit that like button, and let's unpack what happened, what it means, and the hidden battles behind those palace doors. And trust me, you're not going to want to miss this. Picture this, October 20th, 2025, 8:06 p.m. The air outside Kensington Palace is electric. Cameras flash, reporters shout, and a crowd presses against the black iron gates, desperate for a glimpse of truth. Prince William steps up to the podium, his voice calm but his eyes heavy with the weight of history. In the interest of integrity and continuity, he says, Her Majesty the Queen Consort will step back from all royal duties. The world freezes, not a single camera clicks, not a whisper breaks the silence. In just 60 seconds, the monarchy as we know it changes forever. Inside Buckingham Palace, the mood is tense. Staff whisper one name, Camilla, and wonder if this is the beginning of the end. Across town, at Clarence House, King Charles watches the broadcast alone. His reflection flickers on the TV screen, pale and exhausted. Those closest to him say he didn't move for minutes, staring as if seeing his son, once a quiet figure at coronations, now leading a reckoning for the crown. Meanwhile, Camilla, reportedly locked away at Mill House, refuses visitors. Her staff describe her as shaken beyond words, a woman who's faced scandal and ridicule, now facing something far worse, exile in all but name. So, what do you think? Is William protecting the monarchy's future, or is this a cruel repeat of royal history? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and let me know where you're watching from: London, New York, Sydney, or maybe Toronto. Hit that subscribe button if you're new here, because we're just getting started. Let's rewind to the hours before that seismic announcement. The real battle wasn't fought in front of cameras, it was behind closed doors at Clarence House. At 5:30 p.m., King Charles gathers a small circle of advisors, his private secretary, 2 senior courtiers, and Queen Camilla herself. It's supposed to be a quiet consultation, but it quickly becomes the moment that splits the monarchy in two. Charles, looking weary, asks about press reports speculating on Camilla's health and cancelled appearances. Before anyone can answer, Camilla cuts in, her voice sharp. It's all nonsense. A few missed events and they think I'm finished. They've been waiting years to erase me. Then, the bombshell. Charles's secretary hands him a document marked Windsor Transition Brief. It's a plan, co-authored by Prince William and Princess Anne, calling for a temporary realignment of royal duties to ensure stability. Translation: Camilla's influence is to be phased out. She reads the word stability and snaps. That's what they call it when they steal everything I've built. Charles tries to calm her, but she's on her feet accusing Catherine, Princess of Wales, of orchestrating a campaign to cast her as the villain while posing as the monarchy's savior. The room falls silent. One advisor coughs, another looks away. In that fragile pause, Charles realizes this isn't just about logistics, it's a personal reckoning. Charles sits alone as the meeting ends, staring at the rain streaking down the windows. London's lights glimmer like distant judgment. He makes no decision that night, but by morning, William will make it for him. Because in the House of Windsor, silence isn't neutral, it's the sound of history changing course. By dawn, Kensington Palace is awake. Prince William paces his private study, the Windsor Transition Brief spread before him. This isn't just a proposal, it's a line drawn between 2 generations of the monarchy. Co-authored by Princess Anne and Catherine, it calls for consolidating royal duties under younger royals, namely William and Catherine. In quiet terms, it means sidelining Camilla. This isn't about taking sides, William tells his advisors. It's about protecting the institution before the noise consumes it. Catherine enters, her voice calm but firm. People are losing faith, William. They see the chaos. If we act now, clearly, compassionately, we can steady the monarchy before it collapses under secrecy. Across town, Camilla sits surrounded by newspapers, each headline a fresh wound. Queen under pressure, future uncertain. Her son Tom, Parker Bowles, storms in, furious. You can't let them push you out, Mum. This is your legacy. Camilla's eyes are cold. My legacy, she whispers, is whatever they choose to erase next. Outside, the world buzzes with rumors. Morning shows debate health concerns versus palace disputes.
Morning shows debate health concerns versus palace disputes. Tabloids scream, William prepares royal shakeup. Princess Anne sends William a private message. Handle it firmly, but don't let cruelty touch it. Our family's history is already full of pain. What would you do in William's shoes? Protect the crown or stand by family? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to smash that like button if this story's got you hooked. By early evening, William and Catherine finalize the statement at Kensington Palace. Every word is weighed. Temporary withdrawal becomes step back after an hour of debate, Catherine insisting on gentleness. As cameras set up outside, London hums with anticipation. Social media explodes with hashtag #CamillaFuture trending. One user writes, Camilla built her power through patience. Now patience has turned on her. In pubs and living rooms across Britain, people lean closer to their screens. Loyalty versus integrity, a BBC Radio 2 caller asks, which should win? Before the announcement, a quiet conversation changes everything. William arrives at Clarence House, where Charles sits in his study, surrounded by papers and muted news footage. You've made your decision, haven't you? Charles asks. William nods. I had to. The press knows too much. The people are turning their doubts into anger. Charles's voice hardens. So we rule by fear of headlines now? William stands firm. No, by fear of losing what the crown stands for. She's become a lightning rod for everything that's gone wrong. Charles invokes Diana. I thought your mother taught you compassion. William's voice softens, but holds steady. She also taught me that compassion means telling the truth, even when it hurts. The silence that follows carries years of grief. Then Camilla appears at the door, pale but composed. You've finally done it, she says to William. You've won. He shakes his head. This isn't about winning, it's about the monarchy. Her eyes flash. You speak as if it's yours already. Charles pleads for peace, but Camilla leaves, the doors echo, sealing a chapter of royal history. At 8:06 p.m., William steps to the podium. Good evening, he begins. As the monarchy adapts to the nation's needs, Her Majesty Queen Camilla will step back indefinitely from public duties. The world stops. He concludes, this decision was made with deep respect for her years of service. The reaction is instant. The BBC calls it a royal earthquake. CNN declares Camilla out, palace reborn. Social media splits. Some hail William as a reformer, others condemn his cruelty. At Clarence House, Charles mutters, he did it cleanly. Too cleanly. At Ray Mill House, Camilla whispers, they'll never let me be private again. By midnight, the royal website removes Camilla's profile, replaced by a single line. Her Majesty is currently not undertaking royal engagements. The Commonwealth demands answers. Australia's Prime Minister calls it a moment of reflection. In Britain, older generations feel a lingering sadness, a family meant to symbolize unity, torn apart by survival. Charles retreats to the chapel, kneeling in prayer. Princess Anne carries on, saying, we serve, even when it hurts. William and Catherine appear at a children's hospital the next morning, their subdued smiles signaling a new chapter. The monarchy survived, but at a cost, and choosing duty, William protected the crown, but reopened an old wound. Love and power rarely coexist. This isn't just a royal story, it's a human one. Every family faces a reckoning between change and preservation. The strength of a legacy lies in evolving with time. So what does this teach us about duty, compassion, or leadership? Share your thoughts below, and let's keep the conversation going. If this moved you, give it a like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more royal insights. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.